Former U.S. Deputy Military Representative to NATO and retired Air Force Brigadier General Blaine Holt joins me. Good evening, sir. And you certainly get the idea how war is such big business. You know, we hear about all these military assets and all joining together, and you hear about Russia turning to Iran for these kamikaze drones because they're better they fly low and they can do more destruction. You know, and then you hear that Putin is speaking with Erdogan, but not talking peace. Where is this going?
Well, good evening. It's good to be with you. You're right. It is big business. And just in the last 3 days, this Russian emotional response to that bridge getting hit, they've expended over $800 million worth of missiles, and not to great military effect either. Yes, there's been some infrastructure taken down, about 30% that's repairable, and most of it has been waged against the terror campaign on civilians, which really only hardens their resolve. But I'm really appreciative of Secretary Panetta's remarks, because he's actually exhibiting statesmanship on crafting the types of policies that we could use to deter the Russian war machine. You know, simply raising the specter of the possibility of American forces entering the war should a nuke be
but we've done that before. But we've done that before. I mean, look at President Obama in 2012 with Syria. You know, the red line. If you cross that red line with chemical weapons, well, you know, President Assad did cross that red line. It was like, oh, never mind. I mean, it's like, you know, you can say all this stuff, but if Putin is a lunatic, and look, you know, doing what he has done, certainly, you know, looks like he is a lunatic. You know, telling these threatening words what the U.S. is going to do, you know. If you think that, I mean, I don't know, I don't have a better solution, but let's face it, you know.
If you mark a red line, you actually have to follow through what crossing the red line means to them. So you can't just make an idle threat into space and hope that that really will get what you need. You have to be able to follow through on it.
Yeah, but President Biden said, Saudi Arabia, you're a pariah, and I'm going to make you a pariah. Then he goes over begging for oil in July. And I mean, you know, I can do both parties. I mean, both parties have done that. And, you know, President Bush 43, I could see the soul. I could see he's trustworthy. I mean,
well, the war was deterrable before the war happened. And the war was spawned out of American weakness, from Alaska with the Chinese to the fall of Kabul and enticing Putin to go forward. What my concern is that not only does Putin not know whether he's going to use a tactical nuke in this situation, we don't know what the Russian forces will do with the situation that they're facing on the ground right now. And that's what makes this very volatile in the face of Europe melting down now economically.
All right, let me talk about money laundering. Putin and Erdogan meet, and nobody can buy Russia's oil because of the sanctions. So here's a good idea. Putin and Erdogan meet at this summit, and Putin says to Erdogan, I'll sell it to you, and you're a member of NATO, so then you can turn around and sell it to Europe. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And so now Europe will buy it from Erdogan, but they won't buy it from Putin. It's money laundering in the criminal world.
Yes. Yes, and Erdogan, what kind of partner and member of NATO has he been? He's joining the SCO, and then but you know, Turkey has significant financial problems, and for a couple of years now, we really haven't answered the call as to what's going on in Turkey. Whether Erdogan's right or wrong, he is going to vote Turkish interests, and right now he thinks that's getting out of 80% inflation in his own stock and selling Russian gas into the southern part of Europe.
It's too bad this is so serious and so many lives have been lost and so much. Anyway, General Blaine Holt, thank you, sir.
It's great to be with you.